In February 2026, 1400 hours, Zulu time, high over the Arctic Ocean, north of Alaska. Inside the U.S. Navy P-8A Poseidon maritime patrol aircraft, dim red lighting preserves night vision. Crew of 9 focus at their stations. Lieutenant Commander Mark Ellis, pilot and aircraft commander, keeps eyes on the flight instruments. Co-pilot Lieutenant Sarah Wynn cross-checks heading and altitude. Radar operator Petty Officer First Class Sofia Ramirez breaks the routine. Sir, multiple airborne contacts. Bearing 030, range 60 nautical miles, speed high subsonic, multiple fast movers. Ellis keys the intercom without hesitation. Crew, stand to. Identify and track. Forward-looking infrared and long-range optics swing toward the bearing. Cameras zoom. Clear identification. 4 Russian Su-35 flanker fighters in tight tactical formation. External tanks fitted. Inner pylons carrying medium-range air-to-air missiles. This vector is sharper, more purposeful than the routine Russian patrols monitored over recent months. Crew senses the difference immediately. Tension settles quietly into the cabin. Ellis issues the next order. Log all parameters from this moment. Prepare for visual acquisition. Maintain mission discipline. 2. The approach. The Russian jets hold steady from the northeast quadrant. Indicated airspeed 550 knots. Altitude 26,000 feet. Intercept course direct and converging. Distance drops through 50 nautical miles, then 40, then 30. Professionals aboard the P-8 understand the significance. The Arctic has seen increased military activity since sea ice retreat accelerated. Contested claims to extended continental shelves, emerging northern sea routes, and strategic submarine transit lanes draw persistent presence from multiple nations. Close approaches test response protocols and gather intelligence on procedures. Defensive systems activate in sequence. Chaff and flare dispensers loaded and armed. ANL-ALQ-240 electronic support measures pod fully operational, collecting Russian radar emissions. No offensive radars illuminated. No weapons selected or targeted. Sensors pull continuous data, N036 Bielka radar pulse characteristics, IFF transponder codes, engine heat signatures, weapon station configurations. Ramirez updates the crew. They are painting us intermittently with fire control radar. Sweeps last 3 to 5 seconds. A measured voice over the intercom reinforces awareness. Situation controlled at present, but conditions can change rapidly. Maintain visual and instrument watch. Uncertainty is deliberately reintroduced. Russian intent remains opaque. Training flight. Deliberate probe. Orders from higher command. The crew stays vigilant as closure continues. 3. Command decision from the mission compartment. Tactical coordinator. Ensign David Lee speaks clearly. Captain, recommend immediate tactical maneuver. Right turn 30 degrees, climb to 30,000 feet. Adopt a posture that signals awareness and readiness without escalation. Ellis reviews the tactical situation display. Projected closest point of approach under current parameters, under 1 nautical mile. He considers angles, rules of engagement, international airspace boundaries. Pause. Assessment complete. Negative on the maneuver. We hold our lawful patrol profile in international airspace. Any deviation risks misinterpretation as evasion or provocation. Decision issued. Maintain present heading, altitude 25,000 feet, speed 300 knots. All stations, report current status. Affirmatives return in rapid order. Sensors nominal. Communications secure. Defensive sweet green. Cameras recording. The crew grasps the gravity. Restraint is not passivity. It follows strict rules of engagement that emphasize de-escalation while preserving mission integrity. Chain of command is respected without question, yet the unspoken question persists. Will measured calm be perceived as resolve or as invitation? Uncertainty builds again beneath the surface. 4. Controlled power. The P-8A Poseidon is a capable multi-mission platform. Primary role anti-submarine and anti-surface warfare. Carries Mk-54 torpedoes, sonobuoys, harpoon missiles when configured for strike. In air-to-air contexts, defensive options exist. Electronic warfare suite can jam enemy radars and disrupt missile guidance links. Chaff clouds obscure radar returns. Flares decoy infrared seekers. If self-defense becomes necessary, response could be swift and precise. Yet the consequences of crossing into active engagement are severe and immediate. Aircraft lost over Arctic waters means ejection into temperatures of -40 degrees Celsius or lower. Survival times measured in minutes without immersion suits performing perfectly. Search and rescue response faces extreme distances, poor visibility, icing conditions. Diplomatic and strategic fallout would spread quickly. Formal investigations, reciprocal restrictions on operations elsewhere, heightened risk of miscalculation in other theaters. No officer aboard desires that outcome. The greatest power demonstrated in this moment is the deliberate choice to keep capabilities leashed. 5. Arrival of support. New radar contact. Friendly asset inbound. An MH-60R Seahawk helicopter launches from the nearby Arleigh Burke-class destroyer operating in support range. Climb to station. Speed 130 knots. Altitude 12,000 feet. Slots into position approximately 5 miles aft and below the P-8. Sensors aboard the helicopter expand the observation envelope. Multi-mode radar, electro-optical turret, electronic support measures. Mission parameters explicit. Extend surveillance. Gather additional data. Document activity. No engagement role. Russian flight lead registers the addition. Formation adjusts subtly. Wingmen increase lateral spacing. Pressure on the P-8 intensifies once more. Distance closes to 22 nautical miles. Crew notes the change. Helo reports visual acquisition of the flankers. One confirms. Support bolsters the position without altering posture. Yet it introduces fresh variables. Does the helicopter reinforce deterrence, or does it prompt a bolder Russian response? Tension rises again. The geometry feels tighter. 6. Communication guard frequency 121.5 MHz activates. Ellis transmits, tone level and professional. Russian aircraft on intercept course. This is United States Navy P-8A Poseidon Triton 04, operating in international airspace on routine maritime patrol. State intentions for safe separation. Static for 5 seconds. Reply arrives, accented but controlled. United States Navy aircraft. This is Russian Air Force Flight Cobra 1. Your activities near our area of responsibility are monitored. Maintain safe distance to prevent misunderstanding. Exchange remains formal, no overt threats. Protocol phrasing used by both sides. International law on freedom of navigation and overflight is affirmed in principle. Yet phrasing carries implication, differing interpretations of what constitutes near. Hazards of miscommunication persist. Atmospheric interference, subtle language differences, equipment momentary failure. A single unclear syllable can shift perception. Tension resides quietly beneath the measured words. 7. Colossus Point, main peak. Distance collapses to 1.2 nautical miles. Clear visual range. 4 Su-35s align parallel 2 on each side of the P-8. Sunlight reflects off titanium exhaust nozzles, missile canards, helmet visors. Cockpit canopies close enough to discern Russian pilots' flight suits. Instrument glare. Oxygen mask lines. No hand signals exchanged. No deliberate wing rocks. Radio silence holds. P-8 maintains steady parameters. Russian aircraft mirror for 12 prolonged seconds. Radar warning receivers issue brief chirp lock detected, then released. Crew members know the physics intimately. Weight turbulence from flanking fighters. Momentary spatial disorientation. Engine surge. Single control input error. Any can produce catastrophic collision. Margin for error has narrowed to almost zero. Every second carries the weight of potential history-altering consequence. 8. Disengagement lead flanker initiates bank right, 15 degrees. Throttles advance smoothly. Formation peels away to the northeast. Speed increases to 620 knots. No sudden breakaway. No visible afterburner plumes. Distance opens steadily. 2 miles, 5 miles, 10 miles, Ramirez confirms. Contacts turning north, range increasing, no reversal indicated. Ellis orders. Continue passive tracking until below horizon. Resume primary mission profile. No audible relief. No relaxed postures. Aircraft remains at alert status. Professionalism sustained without interruption. 9. After-action flight data recorders secured. High-resolution video from multiple external cameras tagged and queued for secure transmission. Electronic intelligence summary compiled. Upon recovery, full package forwarded to Fleet Intelligence Center and Office of Naval Intelligence. Analysts will reconstruct sequence, exact timelines, radar modes, communication transcripts, aircraft attitudes throughout. Classification, secret, Northrend. Intercept, assess deliberate. part of observable patterns since early 2020s. Designed to measure response latency, adherence to protocol, threshold for escalation. Bigger reality. Such encounters have grown more frequent since 2022. Arctic sea ice reaches new minimums annually. Commercial navigation seasons lengthen. Seabed resource claims intensify. Strategic bomber patrols resume. Submarine activity increases. Every air, surface, and subsurface interaction functions as a probe. Each evaluates time to respond, procedural discipline, escalation willingness. Narrow margin separates routine contact from tragedy. Mid-air collision in poor visibility. Equipment malfunction during close station keeping. Misinterpreted radio transmission. Any can trigger crisis, neither party intends. 11. Final message. Discipline prevailed today. Calm, lawful, measured command decisions averted escalation. Restraint under pressure is not passivity. It represents the clearest expression of professional strength. 12. Call to action. Could the next encounter unfold differently? A single altered decision, a single different second, and the result changes entirely. If this measured account of events aligns with your respect for discipline and protocol, like the video. Comment below. Have you tracked these Arctic and ADIZ intercepts over recent years? What observations stand out to you most?